everyone, and a very warm welcome to Fluent English Room. I'm Emily.
And I'm Ethan. We're so happy you've joined us today. This is the place where English feels human, simple, and useful.
Before we dive into today's lesson, let's take a slow breath together. How are you feeling right now? How is your day? Learning English isn't only grammar and rules. It's about your life, your feelings, and your day-to-day small moments.
Exactly. Maybe you had a busy morning, or maybe you're relaxing with a cup of tea. For me, today was one of those plan 100 things, do 50 days, which is normal. And that idea of plans and decisions leads perfectly into our topic.
Today, we're focusing on two small words that can cause big confusion: will and going to. They both talk about the future, but they're used in different ways. By the end of this episode, you'll be able to feel the difference and use each naturally.
That's the goal. We'll keep everything simple with clear examples, short practice moments, and small habits you can use every day. Ready? Let's start slowly. First, the heart of the difference. Use going to when a plan already exists in your mind. Use will when the decision happens right in the moment.
For example, if you bought ingredients this morning and decided earlier to make a salad, you say, I'm going to make a salad. That shows a plan, something you decided before speaking.
But if you're talking now and suddenly feel hungry and decide to order pizza, you say, I'll order a pizza. The decision is in the moment.
Try to say both sentences out loud with us. Pause, repeat. I'm going to make a salad. I'll order a pizza. Hear how one feels planned and the other feels immediate? That feeling is what native speakers use, not rules on a page. The more you practice the feeling, the more natural it becomes.
Quick note, both forms are grammatically correct in many situations, and people will understand you either way. But using the natural pattern helps your speech sound relaxed and confident.
Now, predictions. We guess the future all the time. The choice depends on evidence or just an opinion.
If you look outside and see dark, heavy clouds, that's evidence. You say, it's going to rain. You're using what you can see.
But if the sky is clear and you just feel that it might rain later, you say, I think it will rain later. That's an opinion, no immediate evidence.
Practice this. Look at those clouds. It's going to rain. I think it will rain later. Repeat both and notice the difference in weight. Going to feels stronger because it's based on evidence. Will can sound softer, more like a guess.
Example in daily life. You see your friend shivering and say, you're going to catch a cold if you don't wear a jacket. You see signs, the evidence.
Another example, you don't see anything strange, but you feel the team will win. I think they will win. That's opinion.
Next, promises and offers. We often use will to promise or offer help.
If I say, I'll help you with your homework, that's a promise. It's immediate and strong.
Offers are also usually will. I'll get you a glass of water. It's a warm, spontaneous thing. The moment calls for kindness and will steps forward.
But if you already planned to make tea for your guest because you invited them earlier, you say, I'm going to make some tea. That shows preparation.
One more point. Strong feelings often use will. After an argument, someone might say, I'll never talk to them again. That's emotion, immediate and strong. Later, when they calm down, they might say, I'm going to focus on my own happiness. That's a thoughtful, planned decision.
So will equals instant feeling or promise. Going to equals planned action.
Many learners freeze because they overthink which form to use. They stop the conversation in their head and ask, is this a plan? Is this a promise? That pause kills fluency.
A common habit is saying will for everything. I will meet my friend tonight, or I will study at 8 p.m. People will understand, but it can sound stiff or formal.
Another common mistake is using going to for sudden actions. Someone drops their bag and you say, I'm going to help you. That sounds odd because helping in that moment is immediate. I'll help you is more natural.
Here's a simple rule of thumb to avoid the freeze. Ask yourself quickly, did I decide this before speaking? If yes, use going to. If no, choose will. Keep it a quick feeling check, not a long grammar test.
Also, don't worry about perfect grammar. Communication matters more than perfection. Most people care about what you say, not a small grammar detail.
Practice with us for 30 seconds. We'll give two situations. Say the sentence out loud. 1. You bought train tickets this morning. Say it, I'm going to take the 8 o'clock train. 2. Your friend calls and says, can you come now? You decide immediately. Say, I'll come now.
Good. Repeat both if you want. These short workouts build the muscle memory for natural use.
Let's listen to a short story where both forms appear naturally.
Imagine it's Sunday evening and you check your calendar. You tell yourself, tomorrow I'm going to wake up at 6 a.m. and I'm going to finish my project. That's your plan.
Suddenly, the phone rings. Your best friend has a flat tire. They say, can you help? Without thinking, you say, don't worry, I'll come right now.
Notice how both futures live in one conversation. Plans use going to. The urgent response uses will. Say the two lines out loud to feel the difference.
Hearing the story helps you notice when the language changes with the situation. That awareness is stronger than memorizing a rule.
If you're a teacher or practice partner, here are quick classroom activities.
Activity 1. Role play cards. One student draws a plan card, example, booked a movie ticket, and says a sentence with going to. Another draws a moment card. Friend drops phone and responds with will.
Activity 2, prediction board. Put pictures on the board. Cloudy sky, full trash bag, a healthy-looking plant. Students make predictions using going to if evidence is visible, or will if it's a guess.
Activity 3. Promise chain. Each student makes a promise starting with I'll, and the next student accepts and adds a follow-up plan using going to. This mixes both forms naturally.
These activities are short and active, perfect for A2 to B1 learners.
Now, a short exercise. We'll give a sentence, change it to the other form. 1. I'm going to call my mother tonight. Transform to a moment decision. I'll call my mother now. 2. I'll study for the exam at 6 p.m. Make it a planned schedule. I'm going to study at 6 p.m.
Say both versions out loud. Notice how the meaning shifts slightly with each form.
Let's give a small cheat sheet of common patterns you'll hear.
Use going to with words that show planning or preparation. I'm going to, we're going to, they're going to start.
Use will with quick decisions, promises, offers, I won't, I will not, I'll help.
For predictions, it's going to when you see evidence, and I think it will when it's an opinion.
Keep these in mind and practice with 1 to 2 sentences every day.
Here's a simple daily habit you can do tonight. Before you sleep, ask 2 questions aloud and answer them. 1. What am I already planning for tomorrow? Use going to. Example, I'm going to go to the gym. 2. What might happen suddenly tomorrow? Use will. Example, if my teacher asks for help, I'll stay late.
Doing this out loud for 2 minutes every night trains your brain to choose the right feeling without overthinking.
Quick answers to learner questions we often hear. Question, can I use will for plans sometimes? Yes, it's not wrong, but going to often sounds more natural for personal plans or schedules.
Question, is I'll be going to correct? No, avoid combining them like that. Use either I'll go or I'm going to go.
What about contract forms like I'm gonna? Gonna is casual spoken English for going to. It's fine in conversation, but avoid in formal writing.
These short answers remove common traps without extra grammar theory.
As we finish, remember, English is flexible and alive. Use these forms to communicate, not to perfect a rule.
If you mix them up sometimes, it's okay. Communicating clearly is the goal. Practice the feeling, plan versus moment, evidence versus opinion, promise versus offer.
Before we go, here's a small task. Write 1 sentence in the comments using will and 1 using going to. We'll read a few in the next episode and give friendly feedback.
If this episode helped you, like the video and subscribe to Fluent English Room. Your support keeps these lessons coming.
Keep speaking, keep practicing, and we'll see you in the next episode. Bye for now.
Bye, everyone.